and you come and start crying for justice. God will not forgive you. Please, guys, call. I've reached out to her mom, but maybe because she's busy. So I'm hoping that she might read. If there's anything we can do, if we have to, walk in one piece, solidarity, if we have to tag the governor, the president, just tell us what we can do. This girl is a young girl. Regina did not even have a youth. She didn't have a youth. She was just a young actress. Regina did not even see life. She started life as a young actress. Along the line, she got married. What did she know? She's only acting her age. And if a politician that is in power can be doing this to a small girl that he is older, even with age and everything, imagine us. Please. A lot of us here might not be able to do too much because everybody's still walking on eggshell. I've had my own share of pain. Anything you say now, they can even tag it to defamation of character. It's not like we don't know what to say or we don't know how to drag them, but we are just being careful. Because if we push too hard, they might even still shut us up. If there is any family member, any elder, anybody you think can help this family, because it is not about Regina, it's about their family. It's about her innocent brother that was just protecting his sister. Even if he had said anything or had done anything, maybe it's out of anger.
All of you should stand down. Enough of the social media posting and talking. Regina Daniels, if for the 6 years you've been married to this man, you don't have connection, then it raises some questions. Take your case to court. So I will beg your family to please stop the whole social media stuff. Then get a PR team to do that for you and follow this in the judicial and right process. Enough of these personal attacks and aspersions. I know the pain. You want to get even for a man who has abused you and your family. You made the choice to marry your grandfather. But you should not die because of that. But that being said, enough of the social media drama. Take your case to court. Go to the Senator's Wife Association. Let them plead your case. Marriage is not by force. And I tell you now, I'm your mother's aide mate. Do not return to that house if you don't feel safe. Don't let nobody use children against you. Your children will be fine. So please stop the drama. Go get help. Use the proper channel. Get the authority. Please. I know this is painful. Enough of the whole drama. And I repeat, your mental health is important. So if Rita Daniels, you want to be a mother now, fly to wherever your daughter is and kaju her. Sammy will be fine. You have people watching over him for you and fighting that cause. Go take care of your daughter's mental health. Except you've not gone through domestic violence, you will not know at this vulnerable state, anybody can be suicidal. Self-harm is prevalent. Prevent that. Take care of your child and get off social media. All of them for that country, now they mad. All of them they sick. And people clapping, I don't care, she deserves what she got. May such fate not before you. I won't curse you all, but all of you are mad. That's why you deserve the kind of leadership.
Did Regina Daniels' brother defame the senator? Yes. Did he threaten the senator? Yes. Now it's time for me to drop my emotional cap and wear my logical cap. I bet a lot of people are not used to seeing me being emotional. They're not used to my weaknesses. Yes. Sammy defamed the senator. But he was protecting his sister. Anybody would have done that. In fact, this thing that is transpiring in Regina Daniels' marriage is what we see almost all the time.
when a younger brother is trying to protect his sister. All these emotions is normal. Insult, drag, this one talk out of anger. Is it justified? Yes, but under the law, no. Emotions don't work in court. Emotions don't work in law. What you need is evidence, is proof to persecute. So that is the difference between social media and real life. In real life, nobody's going to look at you whether you're crying or not. Once you get into a legal battle, you have to be strong to defend yourself. So at this point, we have two options: either peace or war. But if Regina Daniel's family decide to embrace peace, to go and apologize and say, okay, sorry, we did not mean, to say all these things that we said. It was out of anger. And if they put out a public statement of apology, right? It might not necessarily change anything, but it's just going to calm down the situation. But trust me, it's going to get worse in the future. But if you choose war, you have to start gathering your evidences. Because to fight powerful men like this in this country called Nigeria, you need to get your evidences right. So, apart from us being emotional, we also have to be a bit logical, because that's where we are going to right now. For this family to fume up, for everybody to be fuming up in Regina Daniel's family, simply means Regina Daniels has been whispering. She's been confiding, she's been talking, she's been crying, she's been doing a lot of things with her family. That is why they can feel the pain. That's the reason why it looks as if both Regina Daniel's mother, it's coming from the part of protecting our own. But, like I said, these can be used in the law court. You can only use sympathy, emotions when you want to resolve. When you want to bring peace, that is where you start saying, oh, Senator, no verse or go now out of anger, that kind of stuff. That is when you want peace. But war, you don't need to talk. You just need to drop evidences and prove it. So I am going to beg, please, to Regina Daniel's brother, you should just, stop talking, stop, poking. I don't know if you understand me, because at the end of the day, your sister is the one that is going to feel it, because they say when two elephants, they fight, na ground, na they suffer. So at this point, I think those people around them who have personal relationship with them, I think at this point, what you guys need is activists, lawyers, good representative to be able to prove this case. Because Regina is a young girl. A lot of people are saying nobody forced her into marriage, blah, blah, blah. It's not even that. It's not even about their marriage crisis. I don't even want to know what is transpiring between, Regina Daniels and her husband inside the house. We are concerned because of the cry out. We are concerned because someone is laying an allegation and saying, this is what this person is doing to me. And in this country that we found ourselves, we don't trust our politicians. And a lot can happen. So the preparation has to be very fast. Then if the family also wants to make an apology, it's still fine. But if the apology is going to be on the bait to deliver Regina Daniels like an envelope, then there is more that is coming. So for me, I'm going to say, let's start working legally. We on the internet that are not so close to the family, the only thing we can do is lend our voices. And if we love you so much, we can back up any plan. And listen, my lovers, don't forget, there is no battle without Regina Daniels. For women to be able to come out and men to be able to come out to fight for her, she needs to lead the forefront. Then we are behind her. If Regina Daniels does not want to make a case, Regina Daniels has not even written a petition. Normally, I just feel she's young. She's young. What does Regina actually know? I understand this part so much. So that's where I'm coming from. I'm actually so emotional that oof, memory lane. So I'm going to urge the family to please let's start a legal let's get a legal representative standby, because if this girl goes back to this place and anything happened to her, we're not going to forgive ourselves. So I'm going to say to the right people who have the right contact, please, if there's anything we can do to salvage the situation, because this is a matrimonial, battle.
Distinguished Senator NED NWOKO, even though you have turned off your tag setting that nobody can tag you on social media, I know that you will still get to see this video. And I know that you have also seen the message that I dropped specifically in your Instagram DM. Good morning, sir. My name is Sideta. I'm not here to educate you on how to raise your family. I'm not here to teach you on how to win your wife back. No, that's not what I'm here to do. I am here to talk to you because this is the only avenue I have to talk to you. I'm here to talk to you and ask you to look inwardly concerning Regina's family. Sir, when issues arise in a home, when there's trouble, when there's turmoil, when there's problem, right? Family will always stand up for each other. It is normal. It is normal. Let's take, for example, something happens in your family with your brothers or your sisters or your relative. Are you not going to stand up for your family? You definitely will, sir. That is what Sammy did. And that is what every member of their family have done. I want to ask you a question. If your child or any of your children, any of your numerous children were to get upset and destroy your property and say, something that upsets you on the social media space, would you treat them exactly the way you're treating Sammy, Regina's brother? You know you will not, sir. No, you know you will not. You know why? Because that is your child. That is your blood. But let me also remind you that when a man decides to go into a family and marry off a woman, he has decided to take the responsibility of that family upon himself, sir. Yes, he has decided that he's going to guide, protect, provide, and make sure that the family is safe. Now, my question is, in this case, is that what you're doing to Regina's family? No, that is not. It doesn't look like it. I mean, we wake up every day, we read the news since the inception of this problem. Like I said, I'm not here to meddle into your private family affairs. No. Because you know how you started with Regina. You know how you spoke to her. You know how you convinced her to marry you. Like Regina said, she married you regardless of what every other person said to her. Regardless of what every other person thought of her. She decided that she was going to spend the rest of her life with you. So that's an issue for both of you to deal with, because not only a husband really know wetin dey pain im wife, and not only the wife really know wetin dey pain the husband. It is both of them. Even if you guys decide to lie to the whole world, both of you cannot lie to yourselves about the things that is tearing you apart, the things that are tearing you both apart. So I'm not even going to meddle into that, all right? Even though marriage is not by force, we all know that. Yes, marriage is not by force. If it's not working, then you step out and do better. Now, there are two things that happen when people separate. Is either you go your separate ways to mend things and, study, get counseling, do therapy, and if you guys decide to come back together, that's your business. That's not mine. But they say when two elephants are fighting, it is the ground that suffers. Senator Ned, do you really think that Regina's family should suffer the wrath of what you and your wife, the issues that you and your wife are having now? It would be very unfair for you to think that, sir. it would be very unfair for you to want to lash out your anger, for you to want to lash out your anger on her family. You can lash out your anger on her now. She's your wife, Abi. You guys decided to come together and have a family, and she's given you beautiful children. Sir, if nobody has begged you, I, Sideta, am begging you. I know that Sammy has said some things that have bruised your ego. Regina, your wife, have said some things that have bruised your ego. But if we have to be very honest, have you not said things to Regina that have affected her, that have hurt her as a person? You have, even though you didn't do it in public, even though you must not have done it in public. But there's no way a husband and wife can stay together and not have differences. Remember, both of you are from two different backgrounds. It is very rare. In fact, it's impossible for two people from two different backgrounds and two upbringings to come together in holy matrimony, and not have issues. It is normal. Issues are normal in marriage. But what I'm asking you, would you treat your own children the same way that you're treating Sammy? If you know you will not, please let that boy go. I saw a picture of him in court. And my question is why? When Regina married you, the world mocked her. You saw it, sir. They mocked her. They ridiculed her. Why would she marry you? Why would she marry a man like you? Now, the world is mocking Regina and her family again. I'm trying as much as I can to be very respectful and subtle because there's rage inside my heart. I am pained by what this family is going through. I'm not pained that you guys have your issues and differences. You would always sort that out. Whether you guys come back, you don't come back, that's yours to handle. But I'm pained that her family would have to suffer the wrath of what you guys are going through right now. Okay, let's assume that you're not the one responsible for the arrest and persecution of Sammy. Would you sit down, sir, as a husband, because you are still her husband, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what she says, you are still her husband, sir? Would you sit down and fold your arms and watch that young man go through what he's going through just because you're upset with your wife, just because your wife will definitely upset you. You see, women, we are built to upset you, men. She will upset you. She would say terrible things to you. She might say horrible things to you, but you are her husband. Only you know how to calm your wife down, sir. Only you know how to bring your wife back to her senses. Only you know how to bring your wife back to her place, to realize that she is your wife. Because you must have also said, in the course of arguments and problems, and you've said a lot of things about her too. But that aside, sir, the world have mocked Regina's family enough. The world have mocked Rita Daniels enough. They called her all sorts of names. Why would she give her daughter to a man like you? Do you want her to regret? Why do you want her to regret giving Regina to you in marriage? Why? You are an elderly man, and we expect that you would use the best wisdom in handling situations like this. Okay, let's assume you're not the one responsible for this arrest and persecution and the torture they've given to that young man. Will you sit down and watch them suffer just because you're upset with your wife? Just because your wife have said, some things out of anger and all of that. No, that's not the right thing to do, sir. You see all those things she said? Your little girl, she's going to fight you. She will not fight you, sir. Do you know why she will not fight you? She's the mother of 2 soldiers for you. She gave birth to 2 boys for you, sir. 2 children. There's no way she's not going to fight you because she's weak. No. But she's not going to fight you because you're the father of her children. Because she has your legacy to protect. She has the legacy of her children's father to protect, sir. There's no way Regina is going to fight you. Except her children's life are in danger. So people say things when they're upset. People say things when they're angry. Just like you say things, you may likely have said things in your angry state when you were upset and all of that. I am begging you, as a mother, I am begging you, sir. Please, step into this case and let Sammy go. Make that call. Send that message. Push that button and let that boy go. If you're trying to teach them a lesson, they've learned the lesson enough. Yes, they have. But do not let Regina regret spending the rest of her life with you. Do not let her regret why she decided to marry you. The world have mocked them enough. It's okay, sir. Sheath your sword. Please step into these shoes and help this family because you're their in-law. It means that an in-law cannot kill an in-law. Distinguished Senator, like I said, my name is Sideta Savior, and I'm begging you to please step into the shoes of a brother-in-law, of a father, of a friend, and a lover to Regina, and help this family sort this issue out. And as for your family issues, please bring your family close and get this off social media, because there's nothing the internet has to offer. There's nothing. I'm afraid there's nothing than ridicule. They will mock her the more. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I know that you're going to put this into consideration. Thank you.